Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and the finale of my MotoGP 18 career mode for the Moto2 class. The intermediate class comes to an end this episode, guys, with the final race around Valencia. Now, if you guys still want to watch how we got to this point, then do check out the card annotation in the top right hand corner of your screen to see what happened in the last episode. There's also a link to the full playlist down below in the description to see exactly how the season has gone and how the championship fight is looking as we go into this race. Now, fair warning, there is spoilers coming up, so if you don't want to click off and check those out, do them now, because I'm going to sort of spoil what's going to come in the next part of the video. So basically, going into this race, we have done the maximum amount of upgrades we can. For this episode, we do have a new brake upgrade. Midway through the last episode, we upgraded the suspension as well on the elasticity. So we're maxed out, no more upgrades to do. So in terms of the racing, we are racing around Valencia today, the last race of the season before we make our move up into MotoGP. But the question is, will we be a world champion or will we be a runner-up? Because it's a two-way fight in the championship between myself and Francesco Bagnaia with 15 points between us. Realistically, it's a long gap to make up in MotoGP, especially because you can score points from 1st to 15th. So, yeah, it's going to be a tall order. We need Bagnaia to fall off, which never really happens, or we need him to have a poor qualifying, one or the other. But let's see how it goes. I'm not going to hold my breath. We'll take it one step at a time, and we'll see exactly what happens. But it's going to be very close, very interesting. And I wasn't particularly quick around here last year in Moto3, so I'm curious to see if I have improved at all. But anyway, enough rambling on. Let's get into the race for the final time this season at Valencia, and it's time for qualifying. It's qualifying time here at Valencia. After practice, though, it doesn't look good. We were slowest in practice, which is a rare thing. So I've got a lot of work to do and a lot of time to find in this qualifying session, and it's going to be a proper struggle. So I'm going to make some setup tweaks straight away. I know that I want a bit more corner entry, I'd say responsiveness. Yeah, I think that'll work. A little bit slowly. I want to do a little bit faster and be a little bit more responsive. Hopefully the new brakes work out. I can try and push them a little bit more. I need to get the grips with them, but I'm definitely going to need a lot of laps here to really try and find some time. Okay, end of our first attempt. I actually feel like that was a pretty good lap, actually. I'm going to struggle to improve a lot more. Half a second off the pace, that's better than I expected, but there's still a long way to go in the session, and I think the AI are going to go into the 33s, so we just still try and improve somehow. Okay, that was an interesting lap. Definitely felt like a better one in terms of I found some more time. Sectors 1, 2 and 4 were brilliant. Sector 3 is terrible, so definitely can improve here. Okay, on for another improvement now. Sector 3 is much better this time around. Up to the line, and it's a 34.5. Okay, we're getting there. Actually, my pace is better than I expected. I'm probably going to come in though for some fresh tyres and try again, because I need these fresh tyres at maximum working temperature and range. Okay, that was a very good lap. That might actually be already my best lap of the session. That was absolutely perfect for my standards. Do we dip into the 33s? Not quite. 34.1. That's pretty damn good though. I'm very happy with that.
That brings an end to the qualifying session for deciding poles. The results that you are looking at now don't just show us the grid positions, they also give us an idea of what the riders will be capable of in tomorrow's race. We are now coming from the starting grid, where everything seems ready. It's always difficult to predict the results of a Moto2 race, but the riders we're seeing right now definitely seem to be the favourites.
Indeed, it is the final race of the Moto2 category, our last ever race on these bikes. We need to make it a good one. The pressure is on. I've got to be honest, I've got the expectation that I'm probably not going to be able to do it. I need to be dominant around here, and I'm just not. For once, Bagnaia didn't actually seem that quick. He's actually P3. He's got 2 bikes ahead of him, but I'm just not fast enough to win. Even on warm-up times, they were almost as fast as my qualifying lap, which was absolutely perfect. So all I can hope for is get a brilliant start, or at least the first good couple of corners. Try and get ahead of Bagnaia and hold him for as long as I can behind me. That's going to be the only chance I have this race. It's just going to be a do or die and absolutely go for it. So fingers crossed it works out for us, and hopefully we can make it a good final race. So without further ado, let's jump into the Valencia Grand Prix, and the last ever race on the Moto2 bikes. Right, assists off for the final time this season. 5 red lights. And we are underway in Valencia, and it's a pretty average start, nothing spectacular by any means. Joan-Mir the fast start to Bagnaia, also off to an incredible start, which is not ideal. The one person I wanted to have a pretty average start has got a brilliant one. Into turn 1 though, aggressive, getting past a couple of bikes, really pushing here. We need to make the moves stick early on. Up the inside of Alex Marquez possibly here. Baldassarri's got past Bagnaia, which is good news, as I'll wheelie my way through here. Carrying the momentum through. Down the inside of Marquez. Lovely move. Bagnaia currently P2. I need Oliveira to get past him as well. If we can upset his rhythm, then I can also maybe try and cash in and try and get past him. Oliveira looking for the inside on him, but didn't really work out. He's had a poor exit. Here we go. Pressure's on. I'm not expecting to have the pace here. This is going to be the best it's going to get for me all race, so I have to be aggressive on this first lap and really go for it. I'm going to absolutely kill my tyres this race. I already know that. I've already sort of accepted it. I'm terrible on tyres around here, so we just need to try and do the best we can. Simple as that. You can see the visual gap already. I'm starting to drop back from the front 3. This is going to be a struggle, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest here. End of lap 2. You can visually see the gap increasing. A 34.6, that's not too bad for me. I've got to say that's a pretty good lap, but these guys are just too quick. A bit wide at the hairpin. I've allowed Marquez through there. Let's try and respond straight away. Instantly bounce back up the inside. Through there, phenomenal. That's the only chance I'm going to get to get back past him, so I have to make the move stick first time when I try and respond. Very well into the final corner. I'm going to come down to the apex so beautifully and hold on to that position. Marquez is the next guy behind me in the championship, so realistically if I can beat him, then I guess it's a moral victory. We are absolutely nowhere for pace though. My tyres are going already, so let's just try and hold on as much as we can. Just after half race distance so far, we're holding on to 4th place, which is good. I'm good at attraction zones, which is the main thing, so we can definitely hold on to this. As I get very hot into turn 1, I'm going to have to try and bring that one back up. Bit of a shame there. I was actually starting a little breakaway, but it's hard. It really is around here. Marquez on the inside. I'm on the power though, a little bit earlier. A little bit of a wheelie cut across him, and we hold on for a little bit longer here. Oh, Marquez on the inside. There's the move. Can I respond? Back up the inside, possibly. On the power early on. Good exit. In the toe. Getting to the inside. On the brakes late. Ah, there it is. Lovely. I'm not giving this position up without a fight here. Marcus on the inside of the final corner. He's made the move. This could be a tough one to pull back. That was not a position where I expected him to make the move. I'm going to have to try and pick up the slipstream here. Can I get him back into turn 1? I'm good on the brakes into the first corner. Very hot. Late in the day. It's a lovely block pass as we get back past. Mark is going for the switchback, but no way through for him just yet. Down to the apex. Marquez on the power, as am I. I'm going to look for the outside, and we hold on yet again. This is going to be a bit of a fierce battle now. I'm running out of tyres on skidding and drifting all of my tyres here, both front and rear. We hold on though for a little bit longer here as we go onto the 7th lap of the race and 2 to go. Can we hold on to this 4th place? This will be like a race winner or podium for me. I'll be very happy with this. I'm using so much rear brake at the minute. It is absolutely incredible. Try and lay off the front because I've got no front tyre left. And I'm literally just rear braking and trail braking into the corners to try and get through. We are surviving here and we have just pretty much 1 lap to go. Here we go then, on to the last lap of the race. Can we hold on? Let's see. There we go, perfectly. Place my bike there to not allow Marcus to get past. This is a rarity where even my rear tyre I think might actually go off here. Gotta be careful, I'm on the curbing, that's risky stuff. Oh, a little bit hot. I've allowed Marquez through there. Far from ideal. I'm going to cut back underneath him. A little bit of a corner cut involved, but I'll take it. Slow through here. Keep it tight. There we go. Nicely done. So intense this is. I'm loving the battle. Final couple of corners, nice and easy. A little bit wide. I'm just running out of tyres now at this point. I'm drifting the bike. Stop it. Come on, straighten yourself up, Sonny. Into the final corner. Late on the brake. Cover the inside. On the power. And there we go. I will take that. A P4. Runner-up in the championship ultimately, but a brilliant defensive ride in that last race. And we actually gained a position from where we started, so I can't complain. And overall, a good race. But let's look at the final race results and drivers, or should I say riders' championship.
While the riders complete a victory lap, let's check out the final ranking of the Moto2 race.
And there you have it then, the top 3 all in the 33s, qualifying times, mate. And I was nowhere near it, so I'm not going to complain. That's the best we could do. So yeah, overall a very, very good race. Quite enjoyed it, but ultimately we just didn't have the pace. Now that is it. Moto2 is done pretty much. Now the question is, where do we go in MotoGP? You guys will find out in the next episode, so do tune in for that one, guys. And hopefully I can surprise you. I've got quite a few teams in mind, but it also depends what contracts I get offered. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the episode and the finale of MotoGP. If you did, then please do drop a like on the video, guys. Try and smash 150 likes for the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for daily Formula 1 and MotoGP content. Turn notifications and check out these 2 videos on screen if you have missed them. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.